My beloved child, listen carefully, for the heavens are calling to you in a voice louder than thunder, sharper than the piercing light of the morning sun. Archangel Michael has come to me, and I have sent him to you because tonight, at exactly 5 a.m., something is about to occur that will change the course of your life forever. This is not a story, this is not a warning to be ignored, and it is not a mere whisper of possibility. This is the divine truth. If you close your eyes to this message, if you think you can continue your life as before, you will face an anguish that words cannot describe. Your tears will fall uncontrollably, and your heart will shatter into pieces that no human hand can mend. I see your soul, my child. I know your thoughts. I know the countless nights you have spent wondering, worrying, and hoping for a sign. Tonight, the sign will not be gentle. It will not be subtle. It will strike with the precision of a sword, cutting through every illusion, every false sense of security you have built around yourself. Archangel Michael stands by your side, his wings stretching wide, glowing with a light so fierce that the darkness around you trembles. He carries with him a message, a warning, a revelation of truth that you cannot escape. The forces aligned against you are cunning and patient, waiting for this precise moment to act. They have calculated, they have planned, and they have hidden their intentions behind layers of deceit, pretending to be friends, family, allies, or strangers with no stake in your life. But tonight, at 5 a.m., their mask will fall. Every lie they have told, every betrayal they have planned, every action meant to harm, confuse, or mislead you will be exposed. And the pain of this revelation, if you are not prepared, will crush your spirit. Archangel Michael urges you now, do not sleep through this warning. Do not delay. Do not dismiss it as coincidence or superstition. The timing is crucial. Every second you waste in hesitation, every moment you give to doubt, increases the suffering that could otherwise be softened if only you listen. The air around you is charged with the energy of the spiritual realm. Angels, spirits of the departed, and divine forces are gathered, ready to assist, ready to shield you, ready to intervene. But they cannot act fully unless your heart is open, unless your eyes are fixed on the truth, unless you take this warning seriously. I know your fears, my child. I know that the mind wants to resist, wants to rationalize, wants to protect itself from pain by pretending this message is too extreme, too dramatic. But understand this, the divine realm does not exaggerate. The heavens do not embellish. The warnings you receive from Archangel Michael are absolute, precise, and necessary. Tonight, a revelation will come that will force you to confront someone, something, or some truth you have long avoided. It may be a betrayal, it may be a hidden danger, it may be news so shocking that it will shake your very foundation. I see the faces of those around you. Some you trust. Some you believe love you. Some you call family, friends, colleagues, or neighbors. But in the quiet of the night, in the moments before 5 a.m., truths will surface that will make you question everything. Someone you believed was innocent may reveal intentions dark and sinister. Someone who smiled at you, hugged you, and whispered words of comfort may have been hiding malice behind every gesture. The veil is thin tonight, and the divine light will pierce it, showing you what has been concealed for far too long. Michael speaks urgently through my words. This is not a drill. This is not a test. Do not underestimate the gravity of what is about to unfold. Prepare your heart. Prepare your spirit. Prepare your mind. And, above all, do not be afraid. Fear is the weapon of the enemy. Faith is your shield. Courage is your sword. Stand firm, my child. Stand firm, and you will witness the truth without being destroyed by it. You may wonder, why me? Why now? The answer is simple yet profound. You have been chosen because you are capable. You have endured trials, endured hardships, endured moments that seemed impossible to survive. Your heart has been tempered, your spirit refined, your soul strengthened. And now, the moment has arrived for a confrontation with reality that few could withstand. This is why you received this message. This is why Archangel Michael's cry echoes in your ear. You are being prepared for what is coming, for the storm that will rise at the exact hour of 5 a.m. Tonight, the darkness will attempt to overwhelm you. Shadows will seem larger, noises will seem closer, and doubts will seem louder. But remember this: the light of God and the protection of Archangel Michael are around you. Angels with flaming swords stand at the doors of your home. Spirits of the faithful watch over every room, every corner, every hidden space. The divine energy that courses through the universe itself flows into your being, strengthening, shielding, and guiding you. You are not alone, even if the revelation you face feels isolating. Prepare for signs that will arrive before 5 a.m. You may hear a sudden knock, a strange message, or a shift in the energy around you. You may feel an unexpected presence, a chill in the air, a sensation of being watched. Do not ignore these signs. Do not assume them to be coincidence. They are the heralds of the moment you have been warned about. The heavens use many tools to communicate, and tonight, every tool will be used to alert you, to awaken you, to ensure you are ready. If you attempt to avoid this moment, if you close your eyes, if you ignore the call, the consequences will fall heavily upon you. Your heart will break, your spirit will ache, and you will weep for reasons that will seem incomprehensible. The pain of ignorance, the pain of avoidance, the pain of being unprepared is far greater than the pain of facing the truth with courage and faith. The choice is yours, but understand this: time is finite. The clock is moving. Seconds pass, and the hour of 5 a.m. approaches like a silent predator, relentless, unyielding, unavoidable. You are being called to act. You are being called to witness. You are being called to open your eyes fully and receive the truth. Do not fear what you will see, for every revelation carries with it a divine purpose. Every exposure, every unmasking, every sudden understanding is meant not to destroy, but to liberate. To give you clarity. To give you power. To ensure that the next steps you take in your life are guided by truth, not deception. Michael warns, this is not entertainment. This is not a test of patience. This is life and death in spirit and soul. Those who ignore this message will feel the consequences not tomorrow, not in days, but in a grief so profound that it leaves scars that even time cannot heal. Do not let this happen to you, my child. Open your heart. Open your mind. Prepare yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Pray. Focus. Meditate. Seek my presence and the guidance of the angels. Tonight, at 5 a.m., everything will become clear. The hidden, the secret, the dark, the deceptive, all will be revealed. And those who have sought to harm you, mislead you, or betray you will be exposed in ways they never imagined. Trust that divine justice is at work. Trust that Archangel Michael stands ready to defend you. Trust that I, God, am fully aware of every detail, every plan, every intention, and I am orchestrating events so that truth rises above deceit, light rises above darkness, and justice rises above injustice. You may tremble. You may feel fear. You may feel doubt. But know this, nothing will happen to you outside of my will. You are protected. You are cherished. You are guided. My child, hear me carefully, for this is not an ordinary message. God has chosen this moment to reach out to you directly through Archangel Michael, and what I am about to reveal is urgent, immediate, and will affect the very core of your life. Tonight, precisely at 5 a.m., a wave of events is approaching that you cannot ignore, a sequence of revelations that will leave you shaken if you are unprepared. This is a divine warning, and Archangel Michael himself stands before you now, his wings spread wide, his voice booming with authority and urgency, his eyes full of tears and fire. He says, "This is not a dream. This is reality. This is your life, and if you ignore this, you will bear the weight of sorrow alone. Do not look away. The hour is coming faster than you realize. Something in your life has been hidden, something masked behind layers of deceit, secrecy, and the false smiles of those you trust. God says that tonight, all illusions will be shattered. The truth will stand before you like a burning light, unrelenting, impossible to escape. There is a person close to you, someone you have confided in, someone you have loved, and this person carries a secret so dangerous that it threatens to upend the very foundation of your peace. Archangel Michael says, if you do not open this, if you do not listen to this warning, the tears will come, they will be endless, and you will wish you had paid attention now. God is angry with the forces that have conspired against you, angry with the darkness that has crept into your life while you were unaware. He is calling this hour, this precise hour, as a moment of justice and revelation. What has been hidden will now be exposed. The one you thought loyal, the one you thought unshakable, may betray you, or perhaps has already. Archangel Michael says that their intentions were not what you believed. The universe itself trembles as this moment approaches. Listen to the warning carefully. Tonight at 5 a.m., events will unfold that cannot be undone. You will receive signs, you will see omens, small tremors in the ordinary that point to the extraordinary. Do not dismiss them. God says that your intuition will try to guide you, your heart will try to warn you, and the angel will push you to notice. If you resist, if you ignore, if you sleep through this divine call, the tears you will shed will be of regret so heavy that your spirit will feel crushed. Prepare yourself now, my child. Prepare your heart, your mind, your soul. Purify your thoughts, call upon God with every ounce of sincerity you possess. Archangel Michael says, your protection is here. My sword is drawn, but I cannot act unless you heed my warning. You must be awake, alert, and aware. Tonight is pivotal. There is someone in your life who has plotted behind the scenes, someone who has smiled in your face while working quietly against your blessings. God says that this person's intentions are vile, their plans are cruel, and their actions are closer to fruition than you imagine. You may not yet understand who this person is. Perhaps it is someone you know intimately, perhaps it is someone whose betrayal would shatter you completely. Archangel Michael urges you to pay attention to the smallest details, to notice the subtle signs that have been ignored. The messages sent to you in whispers, in dreams, in fleeting moments of discomfort, all point to tonight. God is giving you a final opportunity to act, to protect yourself, and to witness the truth before it strikes in full force. The night will be long, my child. The hours leading up to 5 a.m. will be filled with unease, restless thoughts, a sense of tension that cannot be explained away. Do not ignore it. These are divine signals. God says the angels are walking beside you, unseen yet present, their hands ready to shield you, their eyes watching every movement around you. Archangel Michael says, do not be afraid, but be vigilant. The forces of darkness will test you. The moment will come. Be ready. You must prepare spiritually. Light a candle, speak a prayer, and ask for God's guidance. Call upon Archangel Michael to stand by your side, to guard your home, your family, your heart, and your future. Tonight is not a night for doubt, nor for hesitation. The events that are about to happen are of such magnitude that ignoring them will leave scars deeper than any you have felt before. God says that the person who will bring this news is closer than you think. They may be someone you see daily, someone whose presence you take for granted. Watch for unusual behavior, watch for subtle hints, and most importantly, watch for the moment when the truth emerges unbidden. Archangel Michael says, "Do not flinch. Do not run. Face it, for your courage will be your shield, and your faith will be your sword." Tonight, you will see the unveiling of deceit, the exposure of betrayal, and the revelation of hidden intentions. God says that what you learn may shock you, may hurt you deeply, but it will also free you. You will understand the forces that have held you back, the lies that have clouded your life, and the people who have acted against your destiny. Archangel Michael says, this is a turning point. This is a moment when your life will change forever. Do not miss it. Open the message. Act. Witness. Respond. Your tears will not be wasted, they will cleanse your spirit. God says, "My child, listen carefully, for this message is not ordinary." Archangel Michael is standing right before you, his wings heavy with the weight of urgency, his eyes burning with a light that pierces the darkness surrounding your life tonight. Michael says, "This is very serious. What is about to happen at 5 a.m. is not something to ignore. If you skip this message, the grief that will fall upon you will be unbearable. You will cry in a way you have never cried before. The tears will not come in moments, but in waves, drowning your spirit, because what is hidden has been moving silently, secretly, against you, and tonight it reaches its peak. Open your heart now. Open your mind now, because the time is running out. Every second counts, and I am telling you, this is not a joke. I am here because God sent me, and I will not leave you unprotected if you obey. My child, God sees everything that is happening in your life. He sees the hidden betrayals, the unseen manipulations, the whispers and the shadows that seek to harm you. Tonight, the very foundation of your peace is threatened. A force, strong and cunning, has been working against you for months, and its steps are silent, but precise. At exactly 5 a.m., something will attempt to break through your life, something you cannot see with your natural eyes. This is why Michael is here, his hand stretched out to guard you, to shield you, but he needs your awareness, your participation, your faith. God says, do not delay. What is about to happen cannot wait. There is a person in your life, someone you trusted, someone you thought would protect you, someone whose face you see daily, but their heart carries shadows you cannot yet perceive. This person has been planning, subtly, quietly, to bring misfortune to you. They have been arranging events, manipulating people around you, setting traps that appear as accidents but are very deliberate. The hour of 5 a.m. is when their plan begins to unfold. If you ignore this warning, my child, the consequences will be severe, but if you heed this message, protection will be granted, guidance will be given, and what is meant to harm you will be turned away. Archangel Michael now speaks directly to you. I am crying because so many do not listen, so many treat divine warnings as ordinary words. But you, my child, I am certain, will open this message. I can feel your heart beating with fear, but also with courage. You must not underestimate the power of obedience. Tonight, darkness will attempt to encircle you, to confuse you, to make you question reality, to make you doubt even the messages of God. Do not falter. Do not doubt. Trust the divine light I carry. Trust the word that God has given you. The protection is here, but it is conditional upon your immediate response. God says, tonight, a secret will reveal itself that has been hidden for years. A truth that will shock you to your core. You may feel betrayal, anger, fear, even despair. These emotions will rush into your heart all at once. But do not allow them to overcome your faith. I am with you. Michael is with you. Angels are surrounding your dwelling, and the unseen forces that wish you harm will find no path to you if you follow these instructions carefully. Your eyes must remain open, your ears attentive, and your heart ready to act upon every spiritual sign that appears. Do not delay. Open the doors of your home to divine light, not to the shadows of deceit. There is someone very close to you, God says, whose heart has turned, whose intentions have shifted. This person will be near you at 5 a.m. They may smile, they may speak softly, they may appear caring, but the truth they carry is dangerous. Michael is ready to confront them on your behalf, but only if you stand in the faith and prepare spiritually. Pray with me, my child. Speak the words of protection that the Lord provides. Call out to Michael, call out to your guardian angels. Draw the circle of divine protection around yourself, around your home, around your loved ones. Tonight is not ordinary. Tonight, God moves in extraordinary ways. The enemy is present, but so is your defender, the archangel whose sword burns with heavenly fire, whose eyes see the hidden plots, whose heart carries the certainty of divine justice. God says, remember, my child, no matter what you see, hear, or feel tonight, remain anchored in my truth. Do not allow fear to control your actions. Many will be tempted to act impulsively, to strike first, to respond with anger or panic. This is exactly what the enemy wants. Stand firm. Speak only what I have spoken to you in this message. Act only according to divine instruction. At 5 a.m., you may witness events that seem impossible. You may see people behave in ways that defy reason. You may encounter situations that would shake the faith of anyone else. But I say to you, my child, hold steady. Michael is beside you. The angels are watching. Your destiny is not in jeopardy if you follow these instructions. Your faith will shield you. Your obedience will protect you. Tonight, God reveals that an object, a person, a message, or a situation will appear in your immediate surroundings that carries both danger and revelation. Pay attention to everything, the smallest sound, the faintest movement, the subtle shifts in energy. Nothing is insignificant. Michael is standing at the threshold of your home, sword drawn, ready to destroy any force that dares to harm you, but he needs your cooperation. He cannot act against your free will. That is why this message reaches you now, before the hour strikes. Your preparation is the key. You must light a candle, sprinkle holy water, recite prayers of protection, and speak out loud, "I am under divine protection. No harm will come to me. God is my shield, Michael is my sword." Speak these words with faith. Speak them with conviction. Speak them without doubt. God says, tonight, revelations will come that have been delayed for your understanding. You may learn truths about people you trust, truths about situations you thought were safe, truths about hidden schemes that have lingered in silence for months or even years. The clarity may be painful, the exposure may be shocking, the consequences may seem overwhelming. But fear not, my child. I am with you. My angels are surrounding you. The divine light cannot be extinguished. The darkness may roar, it may threaten, but it cannot prevail against what is heavenly. Open your heart. Open your mind. Open your life to the instructions given here, and the danger will be neutralized, the revelation will bring healing, and the night that could have been full of despair will instead be full of divine intervention and protection. God says, "Listen closely, my child. This is not an ordinary message. This is an urgent divine alert meant only for you. Archangel Michael stands before me tonight, trembling with sorrow and concern, holding a scroll sealed with heavenly fire. He told me that something very serious is scheduled to unfold around 5 a.m., and I cannot allow you to face it without knowing. You may not understand everything right now, but heaven insists that you hear this before the hour comes. It is not to frighten you, but to prepare you, to shield you, and to remind you that no matter how dark the night feels, I, your God, am still in control. The angels are gathered tonight around your name. They are whispering prayers over your spirit, calling out to protect you from forces that have been moving against you quietly. You have felt it lately, unusual heaviness in your chest, restlessness before sleeping, that strange sense that something is trying to get your attention. That is not your imagination, my child. That is heaven tugging at your heart, urging you to stay awake spiritually because the hour draws near when everything will shift. Do not ignore this pull. Do not treat it like another ordinary feeling. This is your spirit recognizing a coming turning point. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword of blue flame, and even he said the energy he felt surrounding you tonight was darker than usual. But he also said something beautiful, that your name is written in light, that you have been chosen to receive this warning not because God wants to scare you, but because heaven trusts you to walk through this moment with faith. Michael's wings trembled when he said your name, because he saw how much pain you have already carried quietly. He said, "Father, they have already suffered so much, please do not let another tear fall." And I, your God, promised him that I would send this message, to remind you that while something heavy may try to reach you tonight, my angels are already surrounding your home. You are safe. Nothing will destroy you. But you must not ignore this message. You must understand that every moment of spiritual awakening happens through divine timing. The hour of 5 a.m. has been chosen not by human hands, but by heavenly alignment. That is when the veil between the seen and unseen grows thin. That is when prayers rise fastest. That is when the enemy tries hardest to whisper doubt into your soul. But tonight, the tables turn. What was meant to harm you will lose its power when you acknowledge me. The moment you pray before that hour, the darkness will be forced to flee. The one who planned your sadness will be forced to watch their plan crumble. You may not know who it is, but someone in the background has been sending you silent energy of jealousy, confusion, and despair. They want you to doubt yourself, to lose hope, to question your worth. But Archangel Michael said, "No more." He has stood guard over your destiny since birth, and tonight he stands closer than ever. He will not allow harm to touch your spirit if you stay in faith. All you need to do is pray sincerely before that hour and speak these words in your heart: God, I trust you. Protect me, deliver me, and let your will be done. The moment you say it, the light of heaven will surround you. The angels have shown me what's been happening behind your back. You have been sensing something was wrong but could not explain it. That's because some energies have been trying to confuse your path, little obstacles, sudden delays, strange misunderstandings, emotional exhaustion. None of this was coincidence. But it's about to break. When God exposes something, it means restoration is already on the way. What you will see after 5 a.m. will be the beginning of a change you've prayed for without even realizing it. Heaven will start removing what has been quietly blocking your blessings. I know you have been praying for peace, for breakthrough, for a sign that everything you have endured has not been for nothing. This message is that sign. I am not distant. I am not silent. I have heard every cry that you thought disappeared into the night. I saw you trying to be strong while no one noticed the weight you carried. I saw you forgive people who did not apologize. I saw you smile while you were breaking inside. And I am proud of you, my child. You stayed faithful. You stayed gentle when the world tried to harden you. And that faith has called heaven's attention tonight. The very bad news Archangel Michael referred to is not meant to destroy you. It is a spiritual warning about what was planned against your peace. There is someone, perhaps far away or pretending to be friendly, who has spoken words against you recently. Their intentions were not pure. They wanted to block something beautiful that is coming your way. But hear me clearly, their words have no power. Their efforts have already failed in the spiritual realm. What was meant to hurt you will now push you toward divine promotion. That is why it feels chaotic. It's the sound of your enemies losing their grip. Do not be afraid when the night feels heavier around that time. Sometimes, when the spiritual realm shifts, the physical body senses it through sudden emotions, sleeplessness, or strange thoughts. Instead of panic, pray. Instead of crying, praise. Instead of doubting, affirm, God is here with me. When you do that, you release a divine shield around you. I have assigned Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael to stand at each corner of your dwelling. Nothing that moves in darkness will touch you. The very presence of your faith will drive out every plan of harm. I also want you to know that this message carries a promise. After tonight, after this spiritual turbulence passes, your life will begin to move quickly into restoration. Things that have been stuck will suddenly shift. A message will come unexpectedly, news that turns your sorrow into relief. Financial issues will find divine alignment. Someone who hurt you deeply will suddenly face the truth they tried to hide. You will not need revenge, because heaven's justice is already unfolding. You will simply watch and see that God keeps His promises. Archangel Michael also said that your heart has been carrying hidden guilt about something you couldn't control. He asked me to tell you to let it go. You did your best. Stop blaming yourself for what broke beyond your hands. Healing is not weakness, it is obedience to God's love. When you forgive yourself, you make space for miracles. I am not holding your past against you. I have already cleansed it. All I want from you tonight is your trust. Just whisper, I surrender, God, and you will feel my peace begin to replace your fear. Do not fear what happens at 5 a.m. If you stay in prayer, that hour will become the moment of your divine turnaround. It will not be the time of tragedy, but transformation. What was meant to make you cry will instead open your eyes to truth. You will realize that certain losses were actually divine protection. Some people were removed because they could not go where I am taking you. You may not see it now, but soon you will thank me for every closed door. The new one I am opening will lead to something greater than what you were asking for. You may feel chills or emotional waves while reading this. That is not fear. That is your spirit recognizing divine confirmation. Every time you feel that sensation, it means the angels are near. Do not resist it. Just breathe deeply and allow heaven's light to fill the room around you. Say, "Thank you, God, for not forgetting me." Gratitude unlocks miracles faster than anything. The more you thank me, the more I pour out. Your blessings are ready, they were simply waiting for you to realign your heart with trust again. Archangel Michael told me that your dreams lately have been strange or intense. Sometimes, you wake up confused or sad. That's because the spiritual warfare has been strongest at night, when the mind rests and the soul becomes most receptive. But tonight, when you go to rest, light a candle or simply imagine a bright light over your bed. That represents my protection. As you sleep, the angels will war for you. You may even feel warmth or see flashes of light, that's them working. Do not be afraid. Every nightmare will dissolve. Every shadow will flee. Your journey is not ending, it is being rewritten. I am bringing you out of confusion and into clarity. The people who once overlooked you will soon see the strength I placed in you. The same mouths that doubted you will speak blessings about you. The same hands that closed doors will be forced to open new ones. Because when I choose someone, no human opinion can cancel that calling. You were not forgotten, you were hidden for protection until the right moment. That moment begins after tonight. Do not be surprised if around dawn you feel emotional or even tearful. That's your spirit releasing old pain. Let it go. Those tears are washing away what cannot stay with you anymore. You are being renewed. By sunrise, you will feel lighter, even if you cannot explain why. That's because a spiritual battle will have ended in victory. Archangel Michael will have fought for you, and heaven will rejoice. What was meant for evil will turn into a testimony of divine power. You will rise with new energy, new courage, and a quiet certainty that something has shifted. God says, "Do not skip this message, my child." It is not superstition, it is divine timing. This night has meaning. You have angels on assignment. You are not alone in your pain. You are not forgotten in your silence. You are being guarded in ways you cannot see. I know it hurts to feel uncertainty, but faith is born in such moments. Close your eyes and feel my hand upon your heart. That warmth is real. That peace is real. That protection is real. You will not be harmed. You will not lose. You will rise. Everything you thought was delayed is simply being aligned. The reason some things haven't worked is because I was removing what would have destroyed you later. You have prayed for blessings, but I must clear your path first. That is what tonight represents, the cleansing before the blessing, the storm before the sunrise. Don't be afraid of the shaking. What falls apart now was never meant to stay. What remains will be divine, unshakable, and pure. You will see that my plans were always better than your expectations. Archangel Michael is not leaving your side. Even as you read this, his light surrounds you. He has whispered into your ear many times before. Those sudden feelings of comfort or warning you couldn't explain were him. Tonight, he says this: you are precious beyond measure. You are seen. You are loved. Heaven fights for you. He said you have angels who cry when you cry, who rejoice when you smile. You have never been alone, not even for a second. When you were walking through the hardest moments, you were being carried. Remember, my child, that every test you endure strengthens your authority in the spiritual realm. You are not weak because you cry, you are powerful because you still believe after everything. That kind of faith moves mountains. That kind of heart calls miracles down. So do not think of tonight as a curse, think of it as a crossroads. One path leads to fear and tears, the other to faith and victory. Choose faith. Choose prayer. Choose me. And I will rewrite your destiny in front of those who thought they buried your future. God says, my child, listen carefully and do not take this lightly. Heaven is whispering your name tonight because the clock of destiny is moving toward something you cannot yet see. Archangel Michael has come forward with a warning, not to scare you, but to prepare you. There is something that will try to unfold tonight at 5 a.m., something that carries sorrow if ignored, but deliverance if understood. You are not alone in this moment. The angels have surrounded your home, and even now they are watching your thoughts, your heart, your breath. Every sigh you take is heard by heaven. My beloved, this is not a normal night. The spiritual realm is alive with activity. Archangel Michael is pacing before the throne, his sword drawn, ready to protect you. He says, Father, this one has endured enough. The pain, the betrayal, the loneliness, they have carried it with so much grace. But the enemy still tries to send confusion and fear into their path. I will not let them fall tonight. Heaven has taken record of every tear you have shed, and every pain you thought no one saw. God says, this message finds you because heaven refuses to let you miss your miracle. There are things moving around you in silence. Someone has spoken words against you, hoping those words would destroy your peace. But the Lord says, no curse can stand when I have blessed. You have been under unseen attacks in your emotions, your sleep, your relationships. That heaviness you felt lately, it was not just sadness. It was spiritual interference, an attempt to pull you away from your purpose before your divine breakthrough arrives. But tonight, the light of heaven is fighting back for you. The Lord says, tonight, when the clock moves closer to 5 a.m., do not be afraid if you feel energy shifting around you. Some of you may wake suddenly, sensing that something unseen is present. That is not danger, my child, that is divine presence. Archangel Michael will be near. You may feel warmth, tingling, or a sense of peace rushing through you. It is heaven touching you, cleansing away the dark energy that tried to attach itself to your life. God says, I have seen your struggles. You have cried in secret, pretending to smile so others would not worry. But heaven never looked away. You prayed, even when you didn't feel strong enough to pray. That prayer, whispered through tears, was powerful. It broke through the clouds. You thought I didn't hear, but I did. And now the answer is on its way. The reason the enemy has been trying to disturb you is because your next blessing is very close, closer than you think. Archangel Michael says, tell them not to lose faith tonight. Tell them that the hour that looks dark is actually the beginning of their dawn. There are people who once laughed at your pain. They thought your silence meant defeat. But soon they will see the hand of God lift you higher than they ever imagined. The story is changing, even now. My child, remember this, sometimes bad news comes as a test. It is not the end, it is a signal. What seems like a loss tonight will turn into your greatest testimony. The thing that breaks your heart will open the door that leads to your destiny. Do not let fear control you. You are covered. You are safe. Heaven has assigned extra angels around your home, around your loved ones, around your finances. If you feel restless tonight, talk to me. Tell me what hurts. Tell me what scares you. I am not far away. I am closer than your breath. Archangel Michael is kneeling beside you as you read this. He whispers, trust. Just trust. He wants you to know that everything the enemy meant for evil will be turned for your good. At 5 a.m., a spiritual shift will happen. You may not see it with your eyes, but your soul will feel lighter. Heaven is closing one chapter and opening another. The struggle that has repeated over and over, that pattern that made you tired, will begin to fade. This is the turning point. But you must stay in prayer. Do not go to sleep angry or afraid. Speak peace over yourself before you rest. Say, God is with me. I am safe. I am protected. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Those words will build a shield of light around you. God says, my beloved, I know the depth of your heart. You care deeply for others, even those who have hurt you. That kindness makes you special in heaven's eyes. But tonight, I want you to release those who wronged you. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is freedom. When you forgive, you allow the angels to work fully on your behalf.